What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Los Galacticos / the Road to Madrid, or whatever you would want to call it. But it is Road to Glory to build the ultimate Real Madrid squad with all the icons, the informs, every single thing that you could think of. The best Real Madrid squad by the end of FIFA 18, or even probably before it as well. Now, as we are getting to this episode, I'm showing you some of the players, and you must be wondering why I'm showing you. The reason was because that I actually qualified for the weekend league, which you may know. This is what this video is all about. But I didn't use just the Real Madrid squad. I used the loan players. I used a super sub in the name of Callum Wilson, which was a bonus because of his pace. I needed some pace later on in the later stages of the game, so that's why I exactly bought Callum Wilson, so that he could add a bit of pace to the squad, so I could basically win the game. And it did work. I used Ever Banega, I used the likes of Lacazette, Aguero, everybody else that was on the bench. Only loan players. I never bought any of them. I don't have the finance to afford any of them, but I just used them loan players plus Callum Wilson to try and get into the weekend league, and it works. But that is a start. That's the start of this weekend league. We start off really badly, but before we get into the weekend league, we do purchase our first major signing of this episode, which is going to be Keylor Navas, 85 rate goalkeeper, because I was not going to go through a weekend league with 80 Kiko Casilla, which is going to be the last thing on the list. That's just not going to get you anywhere, especially with the defending being so bad in this game, right? So bad. I'm not going to go through a whole full weekend league with an 80 rate goalkeeper. I had the finances to buy him, and I did. So the next player we're going to be buying is none other than Karim Benzema. 86 rated, probably the highest rated player in our team, and the most expensive so far. That record will be broken in this episode, which is going to be an absolute amazing signing. We've almost got a full gold squad. We did remove Mayoral from the striker position and put Karim Benzema. He is a saviour in this weekend league. You will see in the games coming up. We did go through 3 or 4 games without a win, and in the 5th game we did win a game right here. I think it was 4-3 or 4-3 or 5-3. It was 4-3 right here. This was our first win within 5 games, which is kind of ridiculous because we did lose one, and we did win. I think this was the 10th game. This was the 10th game, the one that's on screen right now. This is the 10th game, and we won 5-3. So by 10 games, we had lost 7 and won 3, which is a really bad record, obviously. But the finish that we had was much better than what we expected. We did get a great finish for the first weekend of the weekend league of FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now, we get into this game. This is going to be a full game highlights, which has got a pretty good team with a couple of high-rated players. He's got lone PK as well. He does take the lead with Ever Banega right there, but then Carvajal gets a pass through right to Benzema, and I think I do show you Benzema stats at the end of the episode, which are just incredible. His stats are incredible. His goals to games and assist ratio is just insane of how much he has contributed to this team of this weekend league. This is how much I relied on Benzema to try and pop up in the big games and try and get me a result. Now, you're seeing right now, we've only got 4 wins, and this is the halfway point. 10 wins, 10 losses in 20 games. And after this, we went and done another sign. We went and got another player. We've got 93,000 coins from the trading method I have released on my channel a couple of days ago, which you guys wanted. And yeah, I did release it on my channel. If you want to go see, you could go see who I did it with, but not my player. My player is just kept with me all this time, and I'm not going to release any sort of method that's related to my player. It is a technique in which I use to find that player, but I'm not going to show you the exact modifier and the exact player. We did not just buy one, but we bought 2. So we bought Asensio, we bought Benzema, we bought Marcelo, and we bought Navas in this episode so far. And this is the team, how it's looking like, which is kind of amazing. Except I'm taking off the thing that is for Marcos Llorente, and I'm putting in Kovacic in that centre midfield spot, and I'm putting Asensio right there. The checklist isn't here. The checklist will be in the next episode. Because there was a bit of a mix-up. It was getting updated every time I tried to update it, not on this project, but outside of it, where I usually update my my checklist. it was getting updated all the time, which was kind of weird. I wanted to have that part where I update it and then it wouldn't update on this. So I'm just gonna put it at the start of the next episode so you can see where we have got. But getting into one of probably the best games I've done in a while. This game, this was really hard because this formation is OP. This formation, the 4-2-3-1, the 4-3-2-1 are all OP. As you can see, I'm already 2-0 up within 63 minutes. He comes back with 2-1, and then he scores another with Wayne Rooney, 2-all. He gets another goal here with Wayne Rooney again, 3-2 right here. And then outside the box with Ahmed Musa, as you can see, I've got my pause right there. And he does get 4-2, and he does dab on me to try and rub it in me, but you'll see what happens. What I quickly do is, as you will see in a couple of moments, is I switch around the two. This is how I line up in game. I do not change formation. What I did was I just took off Vasquez, put on Wilson, put on Balotelli, and switched Vasquez and Marcelo around, so they're on the preferred fruit on each side. I do get a goal literally 3 minutes later with Karim Benzema right there. And in the 90th minute, last kick of the game, I do get a goal, and that's 4-all. And just to rub it in his face, I did go and do something at the end of this penalty shootout, which as you can see, which as you will probably know by now, I did win this game on penalties. He did miss 2 right there. I did score 2. This was one of his last penalties with Wayne Rooney. He does go to the right and I do save it. And in this penalty with Marcelo, I do score to make it 3-0. And I did shush him and then I dabbed on him to try and give a taste of his own medicine. Now, we have won. I think this was the best game I have done in the weekend league so far, which is amazing. But it does not good. It does not. The start was bad, but then it wasn't consistent. I mean, actually, there was only one period in this weekend league that was only consistent. I was consistent. I wasn't winning games like game in game out. I wasn't. That was just that's never my caliber to do a full weekend without losing like a ton of games. I'm always going to lose games. I've not got the best defense. I've not got the best players to do it. Hopefully we will get into that top 100 or even elite. Elite, I would be fine with that as well. But this is the last game. This is the very last game. I did rage quit. I did give myself one game, and this is where we finished 18 wins and 13 losses with 9 games remaining. I could have got better, but it was around about 3 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, that's where we ended for the weekend league. This is going to be the last sort of 10 seconds of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all tomorrow for another episode of the Road to